yeah,
But
smart
it
move
could
from
be
Execration.
otherwise other repeat draft, but it could still go Undying here, who's gone through. There's no real Tombstone killer in the team. Visage doesn't like to spend his time pummeling the Tomb.
Enchantress.
But yeah, you talk to Dawnbreaker still in the pool, but the Enchantress will get picked up instead. What do you think about the Enchantress in the matchup here? It feels like it's a tough game because there's a lot of magical damage.
It's not like a perfect Enchantress game. You're going up against the Marcy. That's a hero that runs around the map. You are going up against the Bane. Bane is like the hero against the Enchantress to keep you in place so that someone can come over to kill you. And now the Batrider does come over. I mean, Enchantress, always the hero is going to be doing the same, going into the enemy jungle, farming, giving vision, stuff like that. You pull enemies towards that. Then it allows the Dawnbreaker and the Pango to push out the waves and set up for moves of their own. But I think Execration have ways of dealing with an Ench. Could be a very strong lane. If this is a safe lane of Dawnbreaker and the Enchantress, the Visage is gonna be hurting a bit. The damage output of these two is actually quite high.
5 seconds remain.
Well, into the last phase bans, we head over Morphling and Slark, both banned out. Execration kind of realizing that they don't have any lockdown on the Slark. Dark Pact removes everything that they have, so it's a smart idea to go.
I would also be okay with something like a Legion Commander for Fnatic. Still, they're missing tower push if they go that route. So it could be that this Dawnbreaker is just gonna be an offlane hero, but a lot of flexibility is possible on their side. So overall, banning if your Execration isn't easy.
Yeah, I feel like there's a chance Fnatic might go Phantom Lancer. They really don't have any tools to deal with the hero currently. They'd have to last pick something against it. Illusion heroes, in a sense, are going to be difficult to play against, though Naga, Broodmother, both are banned, at least in this game. But PL's one route. Juggernaut is also something you do tend to see from time to time, though Bane and Batrider both are kind of strong against it. But that also allows the Tusk and the Pango and the Dawn to make much more moves if you do decide to go for a Juggernaut this game. They still have plenty of carry options here for Gabby. It could also just be him going for the Dawnbreaker. I mean, hell, they could just... Yeah, they banned the PL. They could just go for the Dawnbreaker carry here, too.
Yeah, again, Dawnbreaker Enchantress lane is very strong. The only reason I'm not so sure about it is, again, the tower push potential of their side. That could be an issue, even though you outpush the waves quite nicely. If you make a mistake, if you TP to a lane that you shouldn't have, suddenly the Visage starts taking your towers and the map looks super small. And considering you're playing against the Bane, going for more of a split push with the Dawnbreaker and heroes like that, then just straight up going for fights is going to be a problem, because Bane is the hero to catch people. And given that he hasn't been played a lot lately, he is bound to catch some people off guard. When the Bane is consistently being played, everyone is paying so much attention to it, but when the hero gets forgotten, you also kind of forget how to play against it as well.
Puck could also be an option here for Armel, but they decide to bring up the Monkey King. So Armel, Pango, KPO the Dawnbreaker, and then we have our Gabby Monkey King. MK's alright here. You already have the Visage kind of answer to it, like you said. Pango kind of counters the hero, Bane counters the Pango. But the Monkey King has a lot of visibility, despite the Batrider being a bit of a nifty hero to play against if you're hiding in trees, the Firefly, but it doesn't always work that way, that the Batrider knows the Monkey King is there. So it does give you a slight advantage.
Choose your hero.
They go for the Luna, so Execration, they definitely want to get all of their heroes together in this game. Considering that you have a Bat, you're not that afraid of the Dawnbreaker ulti, because with the Batrider, you can usually pull people out of the Solar Guardian and get them towards your team. I have to say I'm liking what Execration have slightly more, because this last pick, Monkey King, there are ways to deal with it, unless you're constantly forcing out fights around Armel, around, let's say, Joe Noel, who is in the enemy jungle, and getting the kind of the all of the aggro towards the Enchantress. This Monkey King could get hunted down, and there's multiple things to make that happen. So scary game for Gabby, for sure.
Scary game for sure, but do you put trust in Palos Luna and the Bob Rider?
I think yes. I think I am gonna be leaning Execration in this game. Fnatic, even when they are winning fights, it is not certain that they're gonna be getting big objectives. And Execration, they have good way to win fights. Their lanes are pretty decent. They have counters for the Dawnbreaker. They have counter for the Pango as well. They have good and fast ways of killing the Enchantress, finding the Monkey King. I think they have all the tools necessary to win this game. If they can't win this one, and let's say in the next one, Fnatic get a bit of a better draft going their way, I think Execration could lose 2-0. But I think this is a really good start for them, and I am gonna be thinking that they should take it.
Well, Execration up for the challenge. Fnatic has been looking a bit shaky here in the playoff stage. Losing a series in the group stages versus Purple Paradox was their first series loss inside Pro Series group stages for, what, 2 seasons? Almost 3 seasons? And, of course, their roster has changed a little bit since those days. But the fact hasn't changed that Fnatic's playoff run has not been the sharpest. So we might be looking in terms of that past few days history. A 3-map series might be upon us. But at the same time, Execration, they got to pop off today to actually pull off a miracle run versus Fnatic. Because this is, I would still doubt to say this is probably your hardest opponent that's going to come up against you. Because Fnatic can surprise in so many ways.
Yeah, Fnatic have won a lot of games very fast. They know how to snowball. They know how to play after, let's say, winning the laning phase. So I think that's one thing that Execration need to make sure does not happen. That you don't allow them to win against you in the laning phase, not allow them to overtake this early mid game by split pushing, by connecting with their heroes. And I think it all starts with killing Jonuel. Jonuel, when he goes into your jungle, he has to die fast. And if Execration make that happen, I think it's gonna be making their game a lot easier. So I think putting a lot of emphasis on the Enchantress always being off the map is going to be key.
Let's see what they can come up with here. KP sitting on the low ground with Carlo and Shanks ready to jump on him. And we have a Dispose leveled up. He calls a pause himself. So let's see if we've got some mind tricks up his sleeve here. There's a bit of a sorry pause. So KP, did he lose his focus for a second? Is he going to walk onto the high ground now? Oh, he's so close. Okay, he did it. He's focused. DJ's coming in from the back, and that's going to spoil the surprise. Palos is going to be joining in. He's providing that Lunar Blessing. They've got some extra right-click damage. KP jumps to the low ground with a Celestial Hammer, but the Nightmare from Carlo will do some tick damage and keep him on the spot. Palos for the body blocks. Shanks is there. Dispose in 3 seconds. They're going to right-click away. They know they can get this kill. There's the Dispose, and Palos to secure the first blood for Execration.
Oh, perfect start. Luna can be a big nuisance in the laning phase, especially with a hero like a Bane that consistently attacks you. And now you immediately get the Raid Band. The added armor is going to be a big deal as well. Luna already up to 7, but what the Dawnbreaker and the Tusk want to do is just destroy you from 100 to 0. And when the Luna has this much armor and a good start, it's going to be much tougher to do.
Completely so. Top lane, Visage and Marcy just want to keep on bullying here. We see a 1 soul assumption landing onto Januel. Very low on HP. Tino has another one. He just needs vision, but it keeps cutting out in the tree line. So the Enchantress gets to keep his life intact, but he is also very, very low. And he's leveled up the Impetus at level 1 to be able to poke back. You can't just sit with Enchant slowing them down because they're running at you the whole time. You got to be able to fight back.
This lane, if you're Fnatic, you just want to force things out a little bit, maybe even more onto the Monkey King, because with the Mischief, he can dodge the Soul Assumption and survive until minute 3. Once the minute 3 comes out, you get the infused range drops, and suddenly this lane is not scary for you whatsoever. Monkey King can play as aggressive as he wants, and there's nothing that Execration will be able to do about it. So I like that Jonuel took a beating there. He'll be back up to full in no time.
Yeah, and now they're hitting level 2s here in the bottom lane before Fnatic is. They're leaving KP some solo XP. So he's got the Starbreaker now to combine with the shards used by DJ. Trying to cut the wave, but Carlo is already on point. Got the Nightmare, cancels it out. Palos will get to keep the lane right in front, or actually right under the tower. So it might start pushing out in the end. Well, unable to push out the wave as fast as possible to get the lane tranquility in control. That's going to hurt them a tiny bit. Now that will benefit Fnatic for the time being, and Dawnbreaker get that much needed CS that she's lacking right now, only up to 5.
You immediately go into the tower right now if you're Fnatic. You're up against 2 ranged heroes. You know, if you're keeping the lane there close to your tower, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get smacked down so much that those CS, to get them, you're gonna be needing to use the regen, a lot of it.
Oh, they're gonna try it with the tag team here. An attempt onto Luna. Starbreaker canceled out by the Lucent Beam. DJ's gonna have to do it solo, and he might be able to. 2 more hits, one more hit. DJ, he's got it. We'll secure the kill. Carlo, he's going to walk out, but he doesn't have a carry to protect anymore.
Such a nice move from Fnatic. A lot of teams there would just hold the creeps close to the tower, just be like, we want to farm. But they understand what the goal of their duo is. It's the kill. And they get the creeps into the tower, get that extra level, and go for the Luna. And despite having like 1 billion armor, 10 on the Luna without the tower, still not able to survive. The tag team and the Dawnbreaker way too much damage.
Yeah. KP unable to interrupt. Palos also farming these range creeps here. Would have wanted to bully him a little bit, as he's got a huge creep wave to farm. But he is landing every single CS. Okay, as I say it, he will miss out one, but that's just one creep. It's always forgivable. Oh, he misses the flag bearer. Okay, so he misses 2. That's forgivable. There's another creep he will get. While Bob Ryder at action.
Yep, Bob, always doing things that we don't expect. Sometimes it's him diving and dying. Sometimes it's him just killing heroes. And this time around, it is going to be the latter. So Bob Ryder getting ahead in the mid lane with that kill. In terms of CS, you're always going to be losing a little bit with the Bat Rider, but you get the kill, and all of that is going to equalize, go your way. Now, it's going to be a
top lane battle.
Enchantress
dropping very low on HP. Shanks securing it with the rebound to take down 1. Tino getting to keep his life. Doesn't throw these soul assumptions knowing the mischief is up, so he's keeping his mana pool only for the Enchantress.
That was the last time you get the kill, because now there's gonna be a infused range drops on
Bob
the
diving
Enchantress.
mid.
So
He's going for Armel. No swashbuckle. 1 more second. He's got it now. He's going to hold on to it for the final second. Jan will TPing in mid. Enchant comes out. TP is used as well. So Bob, he did trade off of Armel, but he also has to forfeit the lane for the time being.
big TP, a very important one. Armel dies there, and it's a disaster. This way, he's gonna get close to level 6, and it is very important for him to get it at roughly the same time as the Pathrider, or he's gonna lose his life once more.
Yeah, now he actually gets, I think he almost gets 6 before. Okay, this next creep wave's gonna connect. We're gonna get both level 6s, so we're gonna keep an eye open on this mid lane. Who gets their ulti first? Do we see another lasso play? Because Bob, he went all the way back home. He's fully regenerated, fully ready to go. Firefly available. Could just pop himself the Firefly. But Armel already poking with that Blightstone swashbuckle. Halfway to level 6. I don't think he's going to quite get it from this wave, though.
He won't get it. Neither of them will. Bob really wants to go for Armel. Armel needs to be passive now, even in the next wave. Despite the Batrider not having level 6, you can't go for it. If you
Shanks
go now
is coming
with the Tango, you could die.
They're trying to really play out this this power rune. DJ also moving towards mid, but there's an illusion on the top half, and they're going to go for the chase. They got the stun. Flame Break comes out with the Firefly. Bob will burn Armel. Now diving top lane, Gabby going for Tino, and they will get the kill for himself. 3 points in Jingu Mastery. It's a lot of damage. Monkey King hits for almost 200 damage. With the Visage with no Gravekeeper's Cloak remaining, he's fresh meat.
The second they saw the rotations towards the mid lane, Fnatic knew that it was time to strike, but Armel made a big mistake there, dying, and now you see him TPing to the bottom lane. He's like, yeah, I don't want to go there. He'll get level 6 and go for
Palos. Oh, barely gets the Lucent Beam off, and he's got raindrops to keep him alive. With the stick charges, Armel still going to get the connection with the Rolling Thunder. And Palos, 9 HP. KP, all he needs is one more hit. Yeah, he kind of cornered himself there. Not that he was going to live for long anyway. He could have gone for some magical juke play and attempt for a bit longer, but DJ Forced out the snowball after the lasso used by Bob. He's still burning. Daniel tries to help him out with the enchant. He's down to 100 movement speed, but it's not gonna be enough.
Armel made a mistake in the mid lane dying, but immediately rotates towards the bottom lane. It's very big that he get
TP
this
spot.
power down.
Carlo just needs the Nightmare into the Dawnbreaker. He's got it. Only a couple seconds to hold him on the spot. Shanks will follow up with the stun. Armel coming in for another round 2. KP, his Celestial Hammer is cancelled out by Luna's Lucent Beam. Marcy juking and running away. 60 movement speed, more than the Pango. Pango still on the run. Swashbuckle, and right on top of Marcy. All those bullets are going to be piercing Marcy's skin. Armel might find a second kill here. Gabby takes down Tino, but he's still battling it out versus Carlos. Swashbuckle doesn't get him all to connect on the Bane, and Bane will live. Palos getting the kill on Armel, but Gabby did find a kill in the top lane again on the Visage, making it now 2-0 for him in the lane.
It's hard for the Visage, really. You are used to this hero being strong, and now you're not sure how to play it, especially with the Marcy just not being strong enough in the lane to assist you. So Fnatic.
And the third kill.
Again.
Yep.
It's gone.
You thought you were safe in here, but that's a no. Tino out for another kill for Gabby. He just teleported in, so he's going to have to walk back to the lane. This Visage can't stay alone in the lane. Big mistakes being made here. Plus this ward right in front of the tower here.
Oh, I'm happy.
More than enough information. Gabby looking for an opening here. DJ coming in from the side. Tag teams to slow down Shanks. Shards almost on point. Armel joins the fun. There are plenty of bodies to throw. And now Bob actually TP'd in. There's a couple Mind Stealers here. He does have a quick mana burn kick in on him, but he's forced out the Firefly. Armel, he's not going to follow this. Just trying to bully him in here with the flame. Is he going to pull him into the Roche pit? Oh, he gets the Swashbuckle out, and there's the Rolling Thunder. Snowball under Roche. Bob, Dawnbreaker ulti coming in. They're stacking up for this Bob Rider kill, and they will get it. 4 heroes for a kill. Maybe a second. They caught Carlo. What a beautiful shard. And of course, it's the one and only Dota Jesus who lands it. And he will maybe follow up on Carlo under the tower. Tino gets a revenge kill on Gabby. Meanwhile, as that was happening, they will get him. But they lost the Monkey King in front of the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, he thought he was strong enough, but if he doesn't have help from his teammates, it's going to be a problem. Shanks going to be surrounded now. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, well, he can dispose to cancel out the stun.
It's okay.
But turning it around. DJ, he can help out, but how much does he actually weigh here? Because Fnatic just lost 2 heroes. Shanks lives. Paolo says, interesting.
They didn't have enough damage to finish him off. What's happening here on the map is that we have a completely even start. So Luna having a good time in the lane, Gabby having a good time in the lane. Both of them dying a little, just a little bit in this game. The Luna twice, the Monkey King once, but overall, it's gonna be the same. The Luna keeping her tower, the Monkey King pushing back the Visage. So everyone is kind of doing something for their team. It's very important for Execration though that Bob is having a good game because he is the one that needs to do all the damage. You can see that he's always coming into fights.
Unleash being used onto DJ by Shanks. Another soul assumption. Nice jumps and the good stun combination coming out from both the birds that dispose. Gabby is down. Gabby has been killed off by the Fiend script in the bottom lane. Bob's gonna die as well. KP being dove under the tower by the birds. The chase is still going here. Trying to Celestial Hammer turnaround onto Shanks. Shanks lives with 70 HP. Birds, they'll have to regenerate. So there's a lot of fighting going on. Here we see the dead Bat Rider and the dead Monkey King right next to each other here in this lane. And now mids. It's an absolute bloodbath right now. Back and forth, brawling, skirmishing, looking for kills wherever they can. Both teams capable of doing so, and they will.
This is why Execration put so much emphasis on the top lane killing the Dawnbreaker, because they know there's gonna be a hero dying on the map if the Dawnbreaker isn't down. If he can just connect with... he didn't even have full HP, not full resources, just KP comes over and assists his team in a kill. Though I have to say, that was a little bit too optimistic
Bob?
coming out from Palos.
Oh, he had info on Gabby here, but he's gonna get caught by the first stun. Wukong's command does come out while the lasso is already burnt out to his full duration. And it's a very short one too, so Gabby lives, but there's a smoke towards the top lane, and they're heading towards the Visage. See what they can make here. DJ, Armel. If they can get this kill, that means the Diffusal Blade is almost ready on the Pango.
Nice scan.
Scan actually connects on the border, but they're
you see
much
him.
faster than Tino realizes, and he is found and taken down. So even if he does get to react, it comes way too late. He caught the hero on the backboard. The Tusk was already so close.
Fnatic were giving away a few kills, and Joe Noel. This is what he wants to do,
Yeah.
but they can't take him down fast. Or can they?
It's gonna be death number 26 on the server. 26 kills in 12 minutes.
Radiant have fortified their towers.
Really big. What is super big for Fnatic in this game is they haven't lost the tower. Their lineup doesn't push towers too well, but with the chaos, they were able to take the bottom one, and even the top one might actually die here.
Well, we're looking for Armel here. DJ's in the trees, and rotations from Shanks, Bob, Carlo, all of them arriving to the occasion. Fiend Script is also available. Snowball will be used. And Armel is running away from the birds while they finally burn down the Tusk.
They will never answer for its awful crimes.
And that is, that's the Diffusal now ready for Armel. So he's gonna pack a punch.
Bob doesn't know exactly what to do in this game. You can see that he's all over the place. You need to make sure that this top tower dies, but you also need to make sure that you're applying pressure on other heroes on the map. I think finally Execration get this one. If Fnatic defend it one more time, it's gonna be so bad for Execration, because they're gonna lose their tier 1 on top as well, and then it becomes increasingly hard. But yeah, Fnatic don't have the resources necessary any longer to defend this one. It's gone.
They are teleporting to save this tower, though. In the top lane is Shanks getting caught by Armel. DJ with the snowball. He's still got the shards, and he's got the trapped Marcy inside of it. Disposing of the Pango, but Pango always has Swashbuckle. However, Lasso and Fiend Script both stacked up for the damage. KP can't quite cancel either of them. And Armel down. Bob looking for more kills for himself. He's making a nice amount of bank from all these kills he's picking up. And that's going to be another one with an assist for him, but a kill for Tino.
I like that Fnatic, they have the Enchantress immediately into the enemy jungle, but what I don't like is that when they saw the tower was gonna die, they still went for it. Bob is always gonna be there, and the Solar Guardian, we talked about it, it's just not that good against the Batrider.
Yeah, Bob versus DJ. Diving under the tower, getting a rotation from Gabby. He lands the stun. Primal Spring is being cancelled by Firefly, though, so he can't get close. And he teleports out.
Oh, they want to get something out of this now because they brought 2 cores and didn't get anything, but Tino is out. Tino understands the situation, and he gets himself out of that one and is actually going for a Wraith Pact. Physical damage is high on Fnatic, but this is the first time that I'm seeing the item ever since the change. So Tino thinks that it is worthwhile to get it in this game. Buffing up the Luna is what everyone is gunning for, and having the Vlads always helps, I guess.
Yeah, Vlad's that helps out, and it does help them extend fights. So I wouldn't say Wraith Pact is in the garbage, even though you might think that this item is no longer viable. It's totally viable in this game with all the physical damage. It's still the same good old Wraith Pact in a way.
Yeah, you want to stand in the Wukong's command.
Yeah.
Especially if you're Luna, you don't want to move much.
Like when you look at Crimson Guard versus Wraith Pact when you're going against physical, Vanguard is a great pickup. But then you make this big decision, is Crimson Guard actually worth it? Because it's better against illusion-based heroes. It's usually considered a counter to PL, for example. It lets your team stay alive a bit longer. But having the Wraith Pact option, well, we can kind of ponder and think about that. Like, is it going to become more frequent as they are going to get the Fiend Script? KP is teleporting in, well, jumping in with his Solar Guardian. Armo already down. Carlo will be traded off. Januel also joining in into a 3 versus 3 is Palos. Wants a piece of this action. Bob will finish off one of the heroes. There's the shard block. Shanks and Tino. Tino also joining in the battle. DJ very low on HP, but on the side of Fnatic, they are looking for either openers on the side of this battle. Monkey King is still deciding should he go or should he not. And they will burn the Eclipse on top of Janual. So that will be a lot of kills for Execration. It's a 1-for-4 trade, despite having the same side of enemies. Turning a bit of a laugh. Bit of laugh straight.
He tried to TP next to Palos, but Palos skilled up the Eclipse. I was thinking, I hope that Luna in this game, especially because of the Enchantress, doesn't like skip the Eclipse and go for 1 or 2 points in Lucent Beam. And Palos doesn't. He gets now even 2 points in Eclipse, so his ulti is gonna be a big deal. And considering that these supports of Fnatic, they're kind of hard to bring down. With the Eclipse, it's gonna be easier, and if it's only the cores, well, the glaives and the overtime damage you have with your team is gonna be enough. You just need to make sure that those guys are dead.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Can they kill Armel though? 40 HP, bottle charging during Rolling Thunder. Birds can't quite kill him. He did get stunned as he was exiting the venue.
Yeah, made a slight mistake there on Execration. They went for the dispose before they went for the stone form on the Visage Birds. First, you need to jump in with the rebound, then 2 stone forms, and then you go for the dispose. But when you use the dispose, it's very hard to combo it with the stone form, and he got the roll up off.
Here goes Roshan. That's gonna give Luna that second life. Very important to have here with the Vlad's aura. A lot of lifesteal here. Even Shanks is regenerating a crazy amount. To tank Roshan for 18 minutes.
Palos is very scary, Panda. There's a drum, there is a Vlad's or a full Wraith pack, and the sidekick for him. And even found the Enchantress.
Yeah, they find themselves a pretty good pick off here, considering usually, okay, you can give your support away around the map, but not necessarily right after they've taken Roshan, because that's also one hero missing on the map and allowing them to take over control of the top half. As you can see, they already placed down a very deep Obs ward here as they found the Enchantress. And now they're pushing in the top lane with all security that they need. Scans are used though, Gabby.
They both know.
Carlo wanted to nightmare him there for a second. Even if they wouldn't use it for a kill, at least interrupt him for the time being. Monkey King has no TP, so they can't actually fight top. Well, they can fight Carlo in bottom, though, so, but top tower's down.
Small price to pay if you're Carlo. I'm actually surprised that he went away from the tower. I think he didn't understand that Fnatic was 100% certain he was there. The only way they see him is with the scan, and he's like, yeah, they don't know I'm here, and then he even walks into vision range after that one. So Fnatic were more than ready, but definitely not ready to protect their towers. Now Execration, with the strength of the Luna, they can systematically go from one tower to another. Palos is even going for a BKB. I'm not even certain that he needs it. I was thinking he maybe goes greedy, like a butterfly, satanic, something along those lines, but he wants to play it safe. He wants to keep up the momentum.
Yeah, I guess the burst damage is still worrying for the Luna, if he can't right click. There's the Tusk, the Dawn ulti, the Pango, the Monkey King. There's still like 3 to 4 stuns that are going to be quite annoying to play against. And it also does remove the potential Echo Saber slow from Wukong's on the Monkey King, though he does not have an Echo right now. He's gone for the Mage Slayer.
Lucky shot is something that you're afraid of if you're the Luna as well. So I'm thinking that's one of the reasons as well. Yeah, as you mentioned, you need to get the hits in for the lifesteal to kick in. If Palos is attacking, he is gonna be fine, and with all of the buffs, he might not even need any damage items.
They are relying heavily on it. Well, Armel, he scouts out Tino with the rest of the boys following right behind. It's going to be DJ and Janual. He's got the shard to heal himself up, and in a couple seconds, and it's going to be history for the Visage. That also shows so many heroes on the map that Execration is going to be taking over the bottom half.
Monkey needs to be careful. They don't know exactly where he is, so you can see how he's
coming in.
himself.
They want to fight this. They found him. He's actually cut down. Eclipse coming in right on top of him. Gabby down. Daniel trying to fight against Shanks. Armel still looking to reinitiate. Fnatic want to take a victory in this fight. Carlo low on HP. Lasso is connected. Gapey down. DJ down. Both forcing Armel away and keeping the chase up for now. Birds are there. One bird to cancel. No, it's too far. And also bird's alive. Oh, no. Oh, the bird got killed. And it was a bit too far away for that stun.
Under fire.
The way that the Monkey King positioned, Gabby thought that he was out of ward vision, but the ward just slightly clipped him, and they took him down from the trees. He thought he was on the tree behind that one, which otherwise wouldn't have been spotted by the ward. The obs here being placed, so slight mistake from him. Palos getting to attack in that fight, he just ripped him apart. The damage output of the Luna, 5.5k. No one comes even close. And the next item most likely will be a Daedalus. If there's a fight like that with the BKB and the crit on the Luna, people are gonna die even faster. So this is actually really good for Execration. Even though they kind of go even in a fight where they have an Aegis, they're still super happy. Oh, that's how you win.
If this was a ranked game right now, you could just unpause and stuff would happen. We see a lot of green symbols on the map, so we have the entire Execration team gone from the server. So let's see. Let me see if I actually have to reach out. So Harry, take over.
They are coming back.
They are
back.
Okay, they're actually coming back. So would be nice to know what the cause is. Did they have some kind of power outage? It does sound like a modem restarted or something like that, and everybody in the boot camp's just out of connection.
Yeah, that's very. It's good. It's good. Now that they told him, now Junel is gonna stop. He says even sorry. Yeah, things that can happen to providers is sometimes you have an IP change once a day, once a month, once a something, and then it just kind of breaks the internet for a second. So could be the case for Execration. Hopefully everything is gonna be fine. Considering all 5 of them are back, we are gonna be happy to continue the game. But continuing back, Palos still untouchable in this game. They need this Desolator on the Monkey King. Monkey King just doesn't do damage, though last fight he did die before getting anything off.
Yeah, he feels like he's supporting the team to live a bit longer with the Mage Slayer, but he's really going to need to be a source of damage for the team. And Execration just smoked up with 4. They see DJ. They also caught a glimpse of KP. Drum charge is being used, and the chase onto the Tusk is going to be successful. That opens up the mid tower, and they might even consider high ground here. Tusk is gone for 30 seconds. They could force out the glyph at least.
Pull them back. Pull them back. That is the thing. You get Fnatic back into the base, and then you can safely outpush the waves. Plus, you have this Bane that is going to be catching people. We're seeing that Carlo is the only one not close to his team. He's thinking about going somewhere else.
There's the tier 3 tower down. Meliarax taking some damage here, but Luna's still in the front. 10 seconds for Aegis. Got to be careful with the timer here. Armel actually got stuck in the tree line and couldn't help out his Enchantress at all. Glyph is now being used. Aegis has expired. Tusk has respawned, but still 5 versus 4.
This is a Luna when the tower has fallen in the mid lane. You can't even get close. There's no way the Glaives are gonna kill you.
And the lasso onto KP. He's got BKBs and a Solar Guardian, but again, just killed and buyback for the ulti. They're stacking it all up on top of him, but the BKBs used on Bob, on Palos, they're out of there. Tino also with the shard. He's gonna get surrounded by Fnatic heroes, and the big aura carrier will be taken out. That's also a call for Execration to disengage. They will lose 2 heroes. Shanks is going to be making his way out. So does Palos and Bob. But it does come with Carlo and Tino down for Fnatic. They did lose their lane of racks, however. So a little bit too late.
Perfect pullout from Execration, really. The only thing they made a mistake with was Carlo dying there. He didn't have to, but that's a small price to pay. You don't even mind, you know, that you're dead. Still, Fnatic, they lost the mid lane. You know, in terms of map control, not the biggest deal. And killing Shanks is gonna be nice. It opens up things for you.
Oh, the snowball actually broke very interestingly there, but it doesn't matter because Marcy still got out. So Marcy was able to jump out, and DJ with his snowball, he didn't move anywhere.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
Still they get the kill, but this
That's
is
what
the
matters.
thing. The big problem is the Luna. Daedalus is gonna be up. That's the item that I was like, okay, this changes so much in the game. Because you cannot stand your ground any longer. You cannot commit onto the Luna. You can't go towards her, because once the glaze starts bouncing, you all die. And there it is. He's just 100 gold away.
And with a 7k lead versus Fnatic 2, we've got 49 kills in 25 minutes. So this has definitely been an action-packed game number 1 here at the lower bracket semifinals. The victor of this series is going to secure at least $5,500. And heading all the way to the grand finals would mean securing 9K or maybe even winning 16,000. So there's a decent amount of a payday available still for any team that's in the tournament currently. We saw Geekslate already take the first grand final slot, and it's going to be Army Geniuses versus the victor out of this one. But it's a best of it's a best of 3, so only still into map 1. Still got plenty of games ahead. Maximum 2, minimum. Sorry, the other way around. The other way around. Minimum 2, maximum 3.
Now, Execration, the only choice that they have to make is, do we push without the Aegis or with it? I think the call is going to be push the enemies back into the base and then go together. But Execration, they're ready for the smoke. Fnatic, they can't go high ground. They can't. It's way too risky.
They're going for it anyway. Armel, at least, he realizes he hasn't got another option but to go. They have to sleep still on Bane, but no Fiend's Grip yet. Wukong's placed down. Carlo down, coming in with a buyback. Paulo's going to be down to half HP, but now that Daedalus, it's kicking into work. KP very low on HP. Januel getting sniped down. A blink in from Bob, hunting for more targets. Shanks might lose his life here, but they did commit for it. And now Fnatic still on the run. Can't reposition to actually find them back. And the Glaives, Gappy gets crit to death. Enchantress is the next target. Lucent Beam to cancel out the Nightmare. BKB used. Armel to fall. Fnatic losing everything in this fight. And Execration, the base is theirs for the taking.
Oh, the second Armel jumped there next to Juno. It was 100% certain he was gonna die, but Fnatic, they decided to go up the high ground. They felt like they didn't have anything else to give in this game, and it's over.
That does it. Execration, they take the first game off of Fnatic, which was looking like a pretty even game for the first 16, 17 minutes. Kills are tied, net worth is tied. But Execration finding the tools with that Roshan kill and being a bit more efficient than Fnatic on the map, giving away the kills that they needed to be able to succeed with the objectives that they were looking for. And Execration just closing out this game after just one singular team fight, really.
Bob really did a big job in that game. He was the one that was creating space. He was pulling all of Fnatic towards him. Bob died twice, but both of the times it was on the aggressive. Right? And because of that, DeLuna got a lot of space. While Bob was dying, he was also killing the Monkey King. They were moving around the map. They were forcing out the Solar Guardian. And the only time that Fnatic killed DeLuna outside of the laning phase was there in the mid lane where Palos made a big mistake. But it wasn't any kind of move that Fnatic made that kind of put Palos in a bad situation. But the thing is, they couldn't do it because of Bob. So for me, Bob, the definite MVP of this game, because with his chaos creating, it created so much space for DeLuna, and the farmed Luna, just no way in hell that Fnatic were going to deal with her. So beautiful last pick for Execration, nice execution, and Bob just playing out of his mind.
Yeah, Bob Ryder doesn't seem to fail expectations. It worked out very well for them. Hero picks in general, the laning stage, and what I'd really like to see was Execration really capitalizing. Every time they went for a smoke, they found success. I don't think we saw a single failed smoke this game from their side. But also, neither did Fnatic. I think Fnatic was also very efficient with what they were scoring throughout the map. They did hunt down the Visage a couple times. They realized that if he's alone in the lane, that's going to be a good opener. But they usually found the heroes right in front of the tower. So usually these rotations might be kicking in a bit too late, allowing Execration to respond. And they had the better response with the counter initiation compared to Fnatic. This is where Bane's and Marcy's really start to shine. Like, Marcy's already great with initiating in, but when you have a Bane added into your lineup, it makes defending so much easier. Luna can just hit targets and not have a worry in the world.
I like that you mentioned the hunting of Visage. In the end, that hunting of Visage was what caused them the early mid game, because they wanted to kill him yet again after the tower had fallen. And I think that's if there was a one thing to point out that Fnatic made as a huge mistake in this game, it was that one, because there they lost a lot of resources, they lost a lot of heroes, and a lot of time that the Luna was farming.
Well, we'll see if game 2 is going to be Execrations to take. Are we seeing another 2-0 today, or is Fnatic going to be showing that spite that a lot of people are expecting from them? We'll find out in a bit.